Attention passionate Cleveland, Browns fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been following the Browns closely over the past few seasons, you know that every year brings new hope, new challenges, and a lot of questions. But after week 1, those questions are louder than ever. The Browns dropped a narrow 17-16 decision to the Cincinnati Bengals, a game that left many fans feeling a mix of pride and frustration. They showed some flashes of the team many of us have been dreaming of: an aggressive defense, an offense that moved the ball effectively at times, and moments of brilliance that could very well be the foundation for a deep playoff run. But at the same time, critical mistakes and missed opportunities cast a long shadow over an otherwise promising game. You see, Cleveland's performance was a microcosm of what this team can be: bright spots mixed with costly errors that almost cost them the game. The game started with high energy, and early on the Browns looked like they were in control. The defense was doing its part, creating opportunities, pressuring Joe Burrow and forcing some tough throws. We saw flashes of that relentless pass rush that Browns fans have been waiting for, and the secondary was tight, forcing incompletions and limiting big plays. On the offensive side, there were drives that showed promise, moving the ball downfield with some precision passing and solid run blocking. But as the game progressed, it became clear that Cleveland's offense was still finding its rhythm, and special teams, which often are overlooked, played a crucial role in the story of the game. And that's where things took a downturn. The rookie kicker, Andre Schmidt, became the focal point of the story, unfortunately for all the wrong reasons. Now, I know Browns fans are passionate, and many have expressed their frustrations loudly after that game. Schmidt, who had earned the starting job over veteran Dustin Hopkins after a stellar preseason, struggled to find consistency in his NFL debut. It's tough to be thrown into the fire as a rookie, especially when the stakes are high, but the missed kicks really changed the course of the game. It's worth mentioning that Schmidt had a solid preseason. He was perfect on all 3 field goals and extra points during those exhibition games, which is why many fans and analysts thought he might be ready to handle the pressure of regular season action. But that's a different story when the lights are on and the game is on the line. His first mistake happened early in the third quarter, after Cedric Tillman's impressive touchdown, which had given Cleveland a 17-14 lead. Schmidt missed the extra point, a mistake that seemed minor at first but later proved to be costly. That missed extra point meant Cleveland couldn't extend their lead to 3 points, which could have altered the entire dynamic of the game. But the real heartbreak was yet to come. With just over 2 minutes remaining, Schmidt was called upon for a 36-yard field goal attempt that, had it gone through, could have put the Browns ahead. Instead, that kick sailed wide right, denying Cleveland a chance to take the lead in the final moments. It was a heartbreaking miss, especially considering how much was riding on that play. It's easy for fans to get emotional, and many called for his immediate release afterward, arguing that the team should cut him loose and bring back Dustin Hopkins or whatever veteran they could find. Some fans even joked about not letting Schmidt into the locker room, emphasizing how disappointed they were with his performance. But the coaching staff, led by head coach Kevin Stefanski, didn't jump to conclusions right away. After the game, Stefanski publicly supported Schmidt, showing faith in his development and emphasizing that they believe in his potential. The Browns' coaching staff remains committed to working with Schmidt, believing that with more experience and coaching, he can overcome these early setbacks. It's worth noting that Schmidt's college career at Syracuse and his experience in alternative leagues helped him beat out Dustin Hopkins, who struggled with consistency last season. So there's still hope that this is just a bump in the road rather than the end of the road for this young kicker. The fact is, this game exposed some of the areas Cleveland needs to work on. The defense, while impressive in flashes, still needs to improve its consistency, especially in closing out games. The offense, though moving the ball effectively at times, needs to be more explosive and capitalize on red zone opportunities. And the special teams, which are often overlooked until they make a costly mistake, must be sharper, especially in clutch moments. All these factors will be crucial as the Browns move forward into an extremely challenging schedule. Looking ahead, Cleveland has a quick turnaround with a road trip to Baltimore looming. The Ravens are known for their tough defense and dynamic offense led by Lamar Jackson, so the Browns will need to tighten up in every phase of the game to have a shot. This upcoming game could be a defining moment for Cleveland's season. Will they be able to learn from their mistakes, especially those costly missed kicks, and come back stronger? Or will these early setbacks start to pile up and create doubts? That's what makes this season so intriguing for Browns fans. There's a lot of excitement, but also a lot of uncertainty. Now, it's important to remember that this team has built a solid foundation. The defense, with players like Myles Garrett and others, continues to be a strength. The offense has playmakers who can make big plays, and there's clearly a belief within the organization that they can compete at a high level. But football is a game of inches and moments, and one missed kick or a misstep can define a game. That's why every Browns fan should stay encouraged. This is just week one. There's a long road ahead, and plenty of opportunities for redemption and growth. The team's resilience and how they respond to adversity will be key. One thing is for sure, Kevin Stefanski and his staff are experienced enough to know that mistakes happen, especially with young players. They'll work tirelessly to correct these issues, especially on special teams, and help Schmidt regain his confidence. The NFL is a cruel league, but it's also a league that rewards perseverance, and Cleveland has shown that they're willing to fight through the tough times. The fan base's energy and support can make a huge difference, and I have no doubt that Browns fans will rally behind their team, no matter what. So, as we look ahead to the next game against Baltimore, we'll be watching closely to see how the Browns respond. Will they tighten up their execution? Will Schmidt bounce back from these missed kicks? Can the defense continue to be a disruptor? All of these questions will be answered in the coming weeks, but one thing is clear: Cleveland is still very much in the hunt, and this team has the talent and determination to turn things around. The AFC North is always competitive and every game counts. The Browns have a chance to prove that they're a force to be reckoned with, but it's going to require resilience, focus, and a little bit of that classic Cleveland grit. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Thanks for being part of this journey, and as always, let's keep the passion alive.